Hello, my name is Dom, aka WTF Pantera, and this is something entirely different. I know that the channel has been half-dead for the longest time, and it's supposed to be focused on my voice acting efforts, to which activity I hope to return soon. Particularly in about a month I'm going back to college and I'm doing sound production. I'll be doing a graded unit which involves essentially a portfolio of all of my voice sound as related work. So I hope to get something more done and something more posted. In the meantime though, this video is mainly addressed to the members of the Kamen Rider Club UK Facebook group, as I appear to be the first person of our group to receive the Complete Selection Modification OOO Driver Complete Set. There isn't much, if at all, any coverage of that set in English online at the moment, so I thought I'd take a stab at it since I've got the thing right in front of me. It has literally just arrived and I'm about to open it, put it together and give you some of my first impressions and see what it does and how it does it. Inside of the box we find another box. Oh, we're closer to the jackpot, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Bless you. Cat's freaking out. Oh yes, it's pretty. Normally if I'd ever do any sort of toku review I wouldn't really pay much attention to the packaging, but this is pretty classy. I'm not sure if these are artifacts in the actual photo or chips in the packaging, but this feels pretty flat, so I think it's just the picture itself. The sides feature all the medals, and they're done with the slightly raised print. You can actually feel the texture of each design when you rub your finger across it. Let's open the baby up. Kogami Foundation. We've got some files here to peruse by the looks of it. A lot of Japanese that I sadly do not speak or read at the moment, so I might actually get it translated by someone. We've got the entire diagram of the whatever the fuck this is, the freaking O's Kabbalah or whatever. It actually features some sort of unique script. I wonder if it's gibberish or if it's something designed specifically for O's that actually means something. I'll have to take a closer look at this later. We've got a bunch of stuff about the actual device. I assume it's descriptions of bits. I wonder if they're in universe descriptions or just regular instructions. And we've got form information with some very nice art. We've got Tatoba. Flip this over to keep it the same way. We've got Gatakiriba and Ratorata, Sagozo, Tajadoru, Shauta, Putotira, Burakawani, Tamashi from the Let's Go Kamen Riders movie, Super Tatoba from, I believe it was Movie Wars Megamax. And we start on the new combos introduced in just this version of the OOO driver. This being Bikaso, Ebi, Kani, Sasori, Shigazeshi, Shika, Gazeru, Ushi, Mukachiri, Mukabe, Hachi, Ari. I can't remember what was walrus in Japanese. So this is Seishirogin, this being Shirokuma and Pengin. And what could arguably be called the Poseidon combo. This is the combo made using Poseidon's medals, shark, orca, and wolffish. Is there such a thing called wolffish? Same, Kujira, or Kamyuo. The one with the kangaroo medal from the Hyper Battle DVD. Takaba, I assume. and Tatoka, Tatoru, something, I don't know, with the kangaroo in the legs section. Panda medal. Don't mind the cat. Poseidon himself. And Core, being the 3 black medals from the movie War Core movie. And more, oh dear, more artwork. And this is the beautiful Taka head in the Tajador combo. Okay, how do we get into this? Do I pull this? Oh, I see. This goes on top. Hello, this is what we came here for, really. We've got some instructions. We've got bits and bobs, all the parts labeled and medals listed. We've got some confidential files, which I assume are the in-depth instructions. Yes, indeed, regarding batteries, assembly, functions, quotes, stuff and things, all of the noises this thing makes. And I am glad to say I'm seeing instructions in English. The quotes are only transliterated into Romaji, they're not translated, which is a bit sad. But at least looks like that'll actually allow me to get into everything this thing can do. I probably am not going to go over literally everything just now, but still, this is great to have. This is good. Let's see, what we've got here in the center. It looks like these will be the medals themselves. And this is hefty. This weighs a significant amount. I expect this might actually account for maybe not majority of the weight of, maybe even the majority of the weight of this. I'm not entirely certain. Let's see. That's a very nice box for them as well. I no longer have a problem with not having the medal holder. This is nice. Let's take a look. First of all, the Tajador set, arguably this would be called. See, do I need to cut something to open this? No. I never had the DXO's driver or the medals, so this is my first time encountering the medals, and these are nice. The rim feels like die-cast metal, judged by Joby de Hong's own cold touch technique. They do not ring when you toss them, but they are looking very nice. As expected, the chip is not showing. Let me see if I can give you a better look of one of these. I'm not gonna go in depth through them just now. There's plenty of Japanese videos you can take a look at to get the good shots of them. Unless you really want me to, I can make a follow-up to this video. The cracked Taka medal actually feels like a bit here. It's a little wobbly, which I'm not sure if I should account to shoddy assembly or just being accurate. And then the actual broken Taka medal, which is a very nice piece. As sad as it is, actually pulls together quite well. I don't believe it has a chip in it at all, so scanning it I don't think does anything. So we've got the Tajador set here. Let me put this away nicely. Next up, we've got 3 more combos. Gatakiriba, Ratorata, and Sagozo. I'm liking the different shades of green and like the fact that I know this was a fact already in the show and with the DX releases, but the fact that the medals for any single combo are not exactly the same coloration. They're all their own thing, just a little bit. Not forgetting the patterns, of course. And next we've got Shouta, Putotira, and Burakawani medals. Then we've got some of the more special stuff. We've got the black Sasori, Kani, and Ebi medals from the movie War Core. We've got the Super Tataba medals. Open this up. Super Tataba medals. They look very nice. And we've got the Rider medals from, I believe it was still Movie War Megamax that X, Amazon, and Stronger were trapped in, along with the rest of the Magnificent Seven trapped in Astro Switches. Moving on, we've got the Imagine and Shocker medals from Let's Go Kamen Riders, and we've got some, I assume these are the Foundation X medals from Heisei Generations Final. They're not a thing I was particularly excited about. I didn't care for them. I'm not sure why they were really made. apart from it being to inflate the weight and cost of the complete set. But hey, they're here. They might actually be useful for some display reasons, because I intend to display these medals along with my O's figure collection. The cool stuff, the new medals for the new combos come up here. I really like the centipede here with his tiny little legs. This is cool. This is nice. Finally, some more of the new, another new combo, Poseidon's medals, and Kangaroo Panda, and whatever, I think it was a Hermit Crab. Stuff from like Hyper Battle DVD or wherever those were from. I don't actually know. Net movies or some shit like that. So this is your all-in-one O's collection. This is everything you want to have the full O's medal experience, as it were. Let's see, we've got the belt parts. Nice, flexible, sort of leather material or something. And we've got the back clip. I wonder how far I can adjust this. I wonder if it's possible for me to wear it. We'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. The belt's medal holder allows you to put the belt here and have it attached here. Opens like this, holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 medals, which I believe was the case for the DX one as well. Poseidon's things. Again, Poseidon's buckle is not something I particularly cared for when this was announced. It's still neat that it got made, that a thing from a movie for a one-shot villain was made into a real thing and is functional. But I feel I would rather not have it and pay a little less for the complete set, because it is expensive. As a matter of fact, we could probably give it a roll just now, because it comes with a tab, so that would suggest that it already has the batteries in. It mounts on this buckle here. Let's see if I can figure it out. Oh, I see. This looks here. There's a little locking point here. There we go. And let me just grab the appropriate medals. Let's see. Shark. Orca. Wolffish. And that's all it does, which is another reason why I'm not super chuffed about it. Like, I maintain that it's neat that it exists, but I could have lived without it. It barely does anything. But hey, they made it, so why not? Okay, that's fine. That's literally it for the Poseidon buckle, so I'll put this away. Let's see. The O's driver itself. Very nice. Oh yes, looks like this. You push this button down to flip it back up when you're switching medals out. And the real meat of this whole thing, the O's scanner. This is my first time holding an O's scanner in my hands. It doesn't fit too badly in an adult hand, I would say. It's a decent size. Let's take this off and put some batteries in it. To open the battery compartment, you'll see there's a little button here. You press this down and slide this away. 3 AAA batteries are needed. Very nice. So the additional quote button here. I'm not going to go through all the quotes since I don't know what they actually are. We'll come back to this if I manage to get them translated. Turn this off for now. Actually, there's no sound. Nothing happens The quote still plays when you switch modes. Okay, let's try this on. These only fit one way. They will not stay if you try to put them in wrong, which is kind of neat. I'm okay with this. The length of this is fixed, but this can be extended by the looks of it, so I'm going to try and just go for it. So, at full extension of the belt, it wraps around my belly pretty snugly. So I think this might be a way to go. There's also this back clip bit that is largely irrelevant in this case, but we might as well. Because why the hell not? It will be somewhere on my back and nobody cares anyway. Right. OOO's scanner holder should go somewhere on this side. That would have been easier if I put them on before I put the belt on. But hey, this should be all right. The metal holder goes on this side and slides on like this. Open it up, grab some metals, and transform. Now, I'm not sure which mode I am in, so we'll see what happens as I attempt to transform. So let's grab some metals. OOO's is one of my favorite writer shows, so I almost can't believe this is happening. So mode 1 looks like it's just the standard sounds, no additional voice clips, nothing like that. You can even hear the metals falling out of the defeated Yummy. I held the button and it just made the tortilla sound. So I think we know what we need to do next. AG's body just ejected 3 of the purple metals. As long as you hold the trigger, the transformation doesn't happen. This is pretty dang excellent, because I don't know if you realize, this replicates the exact finisher that AG did for when he used this form for the first time. I'm going to do it again. That's the stab. The terror wings freezing the enemy. And the Tyranotail breaking them into bits. That's pretty excellent. That gives us a quote. How do I untransform? If you squeeze both the trigger and the quote button, you'll get the untransform sound. Let's go through some combos, shall we? The first actual combo besides Tatoba that was introduced. And possibly my favorite. And again, this replicates the finisher from the first time EG used this form. When the swarm of O's all trigger the scanning charge and all fly with a kick into the horde of whatever that yummy was, Mazul's yummies, to destroy them from the inside. Next up, the Speedy Boy. I'll have a mess of medals after this, but I don't care, I like it. Again, that first finisher on the Shark Yummy, running with the cheetah legs through the 3 O's rings displayed, and that final cross slash with the claws, the explosion of the shark. It's all so spot on. I'm loving this more and more with every moment. If I recall correctly, Sagozo happened afterwards. I'm going to say that the driver is quite eager to fall down when you put in the medals. It's not a bad thing, but I wish it was a little more solid in the horizontal position. I'm going to say it again, but it's all there. The jump, the gravity encompassing the Yummy, bring it through the ground until he smacks them with the fist and the horn. Next up, I think it's none other than... I know I said Garakriba is probably my favorite form. Tajador is my actual favorite form, but Garakriba is right behind him, mainly because of how angry the eyes look. Tajador was the first O's figure I got, thanks to Yik, our glorious admin. Beautiful. Next up, the show brought us the water combo. Not very used very often and quite short-lived, but a pretty cool form nonetheless. And so for an excellent rider kick with the tackle tentacles going into a drill. Correction, Poseidon doesn't use Orca. This uses Orca. Shachi. Poseidon uses Kujira, whale. Moving on to the movie form. And something we should get out of the way before we move on to other movie exclusive forms and such, and the new combos. That one last time. This whole thing is why I say that O's does doubles ending better. Moving on to the movie and other stuff. The black medals, they don't really offer anything beyond what they did in the DX release, as in they do not have a unique combo song or anything like that. I remember seeing an excellent fan take on this black crustacean combo. We got something quite different in the end in the new combo. We'll come back to the new combos in just a moment. Let's take a look at Super Tatoba with the medals from the future. This one's almost perfect, but not exactly, because the super goes after we actually scan all three medals and leave the driver. In the actual movie, the super sounded after every ting of every single medal scanned. At least that's how I took it. That's probably as close as they could get to the thing without doing new sounds for each medal actually being scanned. So that works. Let's do the finisher. In the same movie, O's and Forza release some trapped old school Showa riders. O's in particular gets to release Stronger, Amazon, and X from these medals. That classic sound. Technically we can still transform for. Oh. Good, you can't repeat that sound, now we know. Continuing with some movie exclusive stuff from the anniversary Let's Go Kamen Riders movie that featured O's and the new Den O. That shocker medal, that looks so good with the flat filled black background and the golden eagle. We need a hot medal, which I'm sure is somewhere here. Before we move on to the new combos, because I fully intend to ignore the Foundation X medals for the time being, one thing I greatly appreciate about this release is the addressing of the problem that I generally have with all the X Kamen Rider releases, and Sentai for that matter just as well. My point is that, whenever I can find the Bata medal, Oh, it's right here. I meant to get kind of clean here. Generally, with sound effects, you get them as played sample by sample. So I'm sure you remember in the DX release, you would hear the scanning sounds, then the names of the middles announced individually without any background noise, and then the actual transformation sound, with the generic transformation sound for all non-combo combinations and the actual tune for the combos. This release addresses that, in that you actually hear the background noise of the middles appearing around AG as he transforms, and that includes non-combo combinations, which make for a nice fluid transformation sound. It's spectacularly show accurate, and I love it. Let's see what the, I assume, generic finisher is. I think this is actually the finisher from the DX with the added metal sound at the end there. So now, we ignore the Foundation X medals for the time being. I do not care for them at all. Let's take a look at the new combos. So the crustacean combo that we didn't get in the form of the black medals, it actually goes the other way around. It starts with the shrimp, moves on to the crab, and finishes with the scorpion. And I believe they even get unique finishers as well. Not as long as developed like the original combo ones, but still, this is cool. Next, what I think was dubbed the forest combo, although I'm not sure how a cow is a forest creature, or a bull or something. We've got also, a gazelle doesn't live in forests either. Maybe the deer does, but still, this is, I don't know. Or maybe this is supposed to be just the horned, hooved combo. I do adore this transformation too. It is excellent. Just as excellent as the other combo that was revealed early. The other insect combo, I suppose. Centipede, bee, and ant. Moving on, we've got what I suppose is the ice combo with penguin, polar bear, and walrus. What is walrus in Japanese? Oh, scanner, can you tell us, please? I didn't catch that. Oh well. I'll put it on the screen. Yeah, that's also good. finally the Poseidon combo being correct now. Shark, whale, and wolffish. So if Shouta is the water combo, this is the surfer combo, I suppose, taking cues from Wizard's water style. And the last three medals we have left are the ones that get incorporated into some other forms, just non-combo forms. Let's put some hawk and some grasshopper here. You'll notice that the kangaroo medal actually features the X design on the back instead of the bars that normally denote where the medal is supposed to go. And that's because, as I'm sure we all know, kangaroo can go into either the arm slot or the leg slot. And I assume we get the generic finisher? That does sound like it. I doubt there will be any difference, but for the sake of it, let's check it out in the leg slot with Hora on arms. As expected. The panda medal. And the hermit crab medal. That's it for this mode. Let's take a look at what else the OOO scanner does. I'll just reset it. So we're on the fresh. So there's the music button. We can play some tunes from the show. I'm sure we all fondly remember the jazzy tunes of OOOs. And because this runs on a separate soundboard, as far as I understand, or just on its own channel, you can transform while you listen to your favorite OOO's tunes. It actually looks like all the other functions remain uninterrupted by the music, as the music remains uninterrupted by them. Okay, that's enough. That's the next track. We'll build up to the finisher. Best insert theme ever. And the excellent opening. And that's it. This is for this function, if I recall correctly. Now, if my counting is correct, that should play time judged all after I transform. So let's see if we can make this work. What have you got in other modes? Mode 2. You can interrupt the quote with the trigger. We're in mode 2, or 1 as it were, since the first one has no so the indication of the modes, you start at mode 1 right over here, which has no indication. Mode 2 has 1 bar over here. Mode 3 has 2 bars over here. If we go back to mode 2, I believe this is the quote mode, the one that automatically plays quotes as you transform and do stuff. So let's take a look at Tatoba again. Let's see if I'm making any sense. So this just continues the quotes from before. Like so this is the first episode situation when Ankh actually ropes Eiji into the whole thing. And in this mode, we get the finishes overlaid with Eiji's shouts. And an angry Ankh wanting to collect medals. What happens if I untransform? So he bothers him about combos being dangerous, but he was just using Tatoba, so what is the problem with that? Let's take a look at, we get a different quote if we use Gatakiriba. Let's take a look at a non-combo form, see if we get a different quote. Looking for the gorilla medal. I'm sure you recall that it was quite a commonly used form just to do some different arms for some punches instead of claw slashes. No quote after a non-combo form. Okay. Let's see what happens if I move to mode 3. So just trying Tatoba for starters. Starting to struggle to find the appropriate medals here. No, I mixed the Super Tiger in here, sorry. Let's try this again. No code after transformation. I wonder if this is the mode where Ankh calls out what medals he wants you to use. Well, he tossed us Lion, tiger, and cheetah. I'll just take it for a brief aside that the tiger medals are very similar to each other, the super one and the regular one. Oh, he's getting impatient. Need to find the right medal, Zank. Chill. I'm getting there. Cheetah. I'm not sure what happened to my lion medal. Aha! There it is. On it, Ank. Sorry about the wait. Yeah, sure, of course they're your medals, Hank. What next do you want to do? So we've just done this, so let's see what happens if we do something different. Say we are not exactly happy with Ank's choice of medals and we want to do some punching with Gorilla. He's not entirely happy about this. I do know that there are extra modes. Like you can get the trick to copy into more Gatakiribas and then each Gatakiriba transforms into a different combo. And you can get the 800 years ago King's O scanner. I'm not entirely sure how to achieve that. Let's see. I seem to recall something about holding maybe just this when turning on. I'm not sure if I'm even in the right mode. Let's try again to see if we can get anything different if I hold both. I think we're in business. Let's take a look at Tatoba, assuming this will be the Alchemist King's Tatoba. We'll find out if I'm right at all. I am doing this without instructions. I'd be happy to do a follow-up video after we're actually going through the instructions and knowing the ins and outs of this. There it is. And then he tries to scan them all and ends up just sealing the greed. And that's it for the greed for another 800 years. Now let's see if this is the same way you get the Gatakiriba multiple combo transformation trick. Yeah, we just made a couple of copies. Everybody go. I do like the fact that as one combo transforms with its tune, you can hear the next round being scanned as well. there is indeed a massive finish. I think that's going to be it for now. The Foundation X medals, I'll do a tattoo bar for you, why not? The only difference is they do not make the regular core metal sound when scanned, they make the cell metal scan sound, rather than hearing this noise, you will hear this noise. And that's really all there is to it. And all there is to it is quite a lot. I now have a complete mess on my table that I'm going to sort out now and set up a new O's display to go with all my figures. I will have to acquire a Super Tataba figure now to get this all complete. But this is pretty excellent. It costs a lot of money, but I'm happy with what I got, I think. And if you require any follow-ups or more content like this on this channel, if you want me to talk more about Toku or Toku toys, just let me know. That'll be it for tonight. Thank you.